All right, welcome everyone. My name is Oscar, and today I am presenting my final service project. Um, my project reflection for my personal model of leadership. Throughout this presentation, I will break down how leading a local music and fellowship initiative provided a hands on opportunity to apply servant leadership and fulfill some of our resources, uh, such as Robert Greenleaf's foundational criteria and align with T.W.'s Lewis concept of Christian philanthropy, and integrate my personal faith and values into tangible service through teaching music and vocal harmony. I do have background in music in doing this, so it was definitely a lot of fun, and I have experience in it, and I was able to get in touch with my pastor to do a special project here, and it was great. So the title of this is Servant Leadership in Practice, Music and Fellowship Mentorship. So I'm sort of integrating two things, music and fellowship at the same time to do this. So let's just get into it. Local community and youth mentorship. To select this service opportunity, I wanted to focus on an area where I could use my personal background in music and team coordination to serve others. I partnered with my pastor, who is my uncle as well, so it did help to be able to do that. And I was able to facilitate a music workshop and fellowship sessions and centered around learning songs and singing multi-part harmonies. I chose this specific project because it aligns directly with my leadership and sort of what I'm going for here. And utilizing empathy to listen and encourage stewardship and invest time and musical skill into others and service to foster joy and community connections. So, identified a need for relational community building and directly connects with core values of empathy, stewardship, and societal service. There's me right there. In total, I dedicated over 15 hours in this effort across practice planning, arranging harmony parts, and hosting live fellowship sessions. As shown in the photo on screen, our core activities involve bringing group members together, walking through vocal parts, and helping individuals find their voice in supportive, low pressure environments that were very well made aware of that. Excuse me. But beyond teaching and the mechanics of singing, a huge focus was creating space for fellowship among each other. It allowed the kids to connect, share, encourage, and build trust through their shared experience of making music, which is what it's all about. Teaching basic music principles, breath control, facilitating intentional fellowship. It's great. It's a great time. Enjoyed it very much. One of our resources, Robert Greenleaf, as I stated in the beginning, he stated that the ultimate test of servant leadership is whether those served grow as persons, becoming healthier, wiser, freer, and more autonomous. In this project, the highest priority need was building confidence in individuals who were hesitant to sing or step forward, which is the whole point of this is to create more mini leaders by offering patience and guidance, celebrating small breakthroughs, and teaching them how harmonies fit together. Participants grew freer and more confident. Over time, several members who initially refused to sing out loud began stepping up and leading harmony in sections independently. So that was awesome and great to witness that. The second part of Greenleaf's test was, are they more likely themselves to become servants? And what is the effect on the least privileged in the society? As participants gained vocal confidence, they naturally began encouraging others in the group who were struggling, stepping into supportive coaching roles for themselves. Furthermore, this fellowship created a welcoming, zero-cost space for individuals who felt isolated or lacked any artistic outlet, ensuring everyone felt valued, included, and heard. As you can see here on this picture, we actually had some of them come up to lead in front of others who were not a part of the group, but still part of like a second group who I wanted them to be in front of to help lead those other. Um, Several core servant leadership skills were essential throughout this music project. Active listening was crucial, not just for hearing pitch, but for detecting when someone felt insecure or overwhelmed. Empathy and patience allowed me to create a safe space where making a mistake was viewed as progress and not failure, which is very important, especially for somebody who has gone through this before. And finally, uh, conceptualization helps me communicate a broader vision, showing them how their individual vocal line, though distinct, was vital to creating a rich, unified harmony. Active listening, empathy, and awareness, three of our top leadership skills there that I've also used in another separate class. So, very important, and I love them. In Chapter 5 of Solid Ground, T.W. Lewis outlines Christian philanthropy through the four W's: wealth, work, wisdom, and witness. This music project aligns seamlessly with his framework. I offered wealth through shared equipment and space. Though it was space that is the church's, I had my own equipment, and work by putting in the hours to arrange the parts and lead rehearsals, wisdom by sharing musical and coaching and leadership lessons, and witness by modeling patience, joy, and grace when the group dynamics were challenging. Lewis reminds us that true philanthropy is giving of our personal gifts to build up others, which is great and amazing thing to to do in life. Doesn't always mean money. Sometimes it means our time and gifts. Faith values and key takeaways. This service project reinforced the deep connection between servant leadership, underlying values, and my Christian faith. Singing in harmony is a physical demonstration of 1 Corinthians 12. Many different parts coming together to create one beautiful sound. As Blanchard, one of our resources, emphasizes in Lead Like Jesus Revisited, servant leadership requires laying down our ego, edging God out, and stepping back so others can shine. My goal wasn't to be front and center, but to serve as a catalyst for others to experience joy, unity, and fellowship. Now, this is a very difficult thing for many people. For me, it felt fairly easy because the whole point of doing this was for these kids to grow, and so I felt blessed that I was able to do this. Um, so yeah, overcoming ego is a big one for a lot of people, and there's always ego. There's always going to be ego there, no matter what. But in different forms, whether it's being prideful or if it's being prideful in your humility. So it's just like an always constant battle of keeping that in check. This project also revealed key areas where I need to grow as a leader. Because I have a clear ear for music, my tendency can sometimes be to step in and fix pitch or arrangement quickly rather than letting the group work through it naturally. True servant leadership requires patience in allowing others the space to discover solutions of their own terms. Moving forward, I want to delegate more director responsibilities so group members build total independence. And this is something that I would say that affected me as I was growing uh, as a young individual under certain leadership that would do things like this. They would step in and sort of never let you grow. So I've been through it and definitely need to get better at that. That's why I put this little plant here. It's growing. It's our area to grow there. Um, but yes, creating more structured opportunities for participants to direct rehearsals or lead songs and lead songs. In conclusion, using music and fellowship as a platform for service proved that leadership is ultimately about uplifting others. By focusing on Greenleaf's test, practicing Lewis's four W's, and serving with humility, we were able to cultivate a strong sense of belonging and joy in our community. I am submitting my signed service project consent letter alongside this presentation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to continuing to lead through service. Here's my references here. And God bless. Goodbye.